Hey, Team Momentum and Avon Nation, it's Emily Seagren. I am a gold leader with Avon and sell at the President's Inner Circle level. I have been hustling Avon for 11 years and I am a loyal representative. I wanted to come out with the video. I know in my last video, I said I was noticing some different shopping trends this year, and I made up a little presentation about it. I'm gonna try to continue doing shorter marketing videos for you that you can access on demand as it seems like it's maybe a little more difficult to get to the team webinar. So I'm gonna provide you more targeted information in a smaller time frame. Okay, so let's get started here. Some interesting trends. I kind of like the business statistics and following shopping trends, technology trends. So hopefully you enjoy it as well. It can be very telling for our business and help us to make the right business decisions to be profitable. So let's jump right in. I'd appreciate it if you like and subscribe. Most of my videos are helpful tips for my team and other Avon representatives. Some of them are geared more towards customers and finding new team members. So Avon has done a lot of different offers for us this holiday season so far. We started off with the 12 days of deals. That brought us into Black Friday and Cyber Monday. I read online that they're now just calling it the Cyber 5 because it starts on Thanksgiving, goes Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Sunday, and then Cyber Monday. So that is the first long weekend, and I think when a lot of people really kick off their holiday shopping. You have a few that are real go-getters and start in October, even September. That would not be me. So I've already told you a little bit about myself. I do have a retail Avon store. Unfortunately, they're no longer allowed to be opened, but it's been a great career path for me. I found interest in selling online starting more around 2014, 15. That's really when I started doing the online marketing and the recruiting, and that's when the business started to become really exciting. So let's look at some of these online trends and where consumers plan to shop. So first of all, I'll cite my source here that I got these from the National Retail Federation website. I looked up holiday shopping trends 2019. So that's how I found this info. And 56% of consumers planned to shop online this holiday season, only 53 at department stores. So department stores used to be way above online, and I feel like we will continue to see online dominate as our Amazon world continues, and the retailers out there continue to be competitive, to be offering the lowest price, the best deal, free shipping, freebies. They're able to do that because there's so much less overhead on the online sale than there is in the retail environment. So I also wanted to point out 23% plan to shop with a local business, where I guess we would kind of fit in there. And look how far down catalog shopping is. So only 7% plan to shop out of a catalog. So that is an alarming stat that we have to pay a lot of attention to, because that is, I would say was, but it still is our primary way of selling Avon. So we want to continue to service our loyal long-term customers, the ones that like to shop through the catalog and face-to-face, while establishing and building our online business at the same time. Now, I know as an online shopper, I also will hardly ever buy unless I get free shipping. If there is a shipping charge, I make sure to get like a discount to make up for paying for shipping. So that is a huge trend. 92% plan to take advantage of free shipping. 48% are doing the buy online, pick up in store. And then 17% will take advantage of expedited shipping. So know those deadlines for holiday shipping times for our products and our website. You can find them under the holiday area of your customer website. At the bottom, there's frequently asked questions. You can find a calendar so that you have the right information to provide to your customer. Okay, so gifts consumers are planning to give. We have 58% clothing, and personal care down here is at 25%. We also have home decor, so 20%, and jewelry, 20%. What I want you to pay attention to is where it significantly changes here for consumers that are aged 18 to 24. Now, their amount that they're spending on personal care goes way up to 38%, clothing 70, and jewelry 31. So it's higher in all those categories for those aged 18 and 24. So we really want to try to focus our business going that way as the trend continues to get bigger, as those age groups move on and make more of the majority of the population. Okay, so it's always good to look at where things are at and then the direction that they're headed. That's how we can really make smart business decisions to see a path of growth. So what is inspiring shoppers this year? 45% are doing online searches. We have friends and family, followed by the retail store, followed by the wish list and advertisements. So online, again, very important, even more important than referrals, which is pretty crazy because usually word of mouth is like the best way to go. But this is saying 45% are doing their online searches looking for ideas. So in addition to searching for inspiration online and in stores, younger generations of consumers will also turn to social platforms. So let's take a look. We have gray for all consumers, red for 18 to 24, and then yellow for 25 to 34. So Instagram is more popular with ages 18 to 24, followed by Facebook, by Pinterest, by Twitter, and then Snapchat. The older age group of 25 to 34, that would be, no, I don't even fit in there anymore. Oh, sad. That's okay, guys. Anyhow, Facebook first, followed by Instagram, followed by Pinterest, Twitter, and then Snapchat. So I would agree with that with my age group, which is not on the chart, is that I go mostly to Facebook, then Instagram, sometimes to Pinterest, hardly ever to Twitter, and I do like Snapchat. I will tell you that boys that are like, I don't really have any teenage girls around me, but teenage to preteen boys are on Snapchat a lot. They use that to even message back and forth. So I would expect Snapchat to continue to increase as those age groups come up. All right. So definitely want to have a presence on all of those different platforms. What I will also say is that it is getting harder to get through online because of all of the noise, all of the companies advertising and putting out offers, and then Facebook and some of these other social platforms changing their guidelines, their algorithms. The online world is always evolving. So sometimes it's going to be things that improve your business. Sometimes it's going to be harder on your business, but you keep going forward. And sometimes it's a blessing in disguise. So let's look at this one, the rise of the social and mobile shopper. So more and more people are using their device to do their shopping. So let's take a look at this. This is all shoppers, red again, 18 to 24, and yellow, 25 to 34%, using mobile devices to make holiday purchase decisions over Thanksgiving weekend. So 90% of people ages 25 to 34 use their mobile device to either do the research or to purchase. So what does that tell you? That text messaging needs to be a part of your marketing mix, because it's so much easier. If they get a text message, they can click right through and purchase from your website. 75% of Thanksgiving weekend shoppers turn to their mobile devices to research and purchase holiday items. Younger generations also use those social platforms. So again, we see Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest. I encourage you to try out doing stories, add a photo or add a video. You'll see one of your share options on your post as share to story. There's also usually a box at the top that says add to your story. So you can add to it that way. You can put in text, you can do stickers, you can have a lot of fun with stories. So here is my online sales over the years. This goes way back to 2010. This was my annual online sales, 3,300. Not too shabby, but you'll see as I dedicated more time and more effort and really honed the practice, my skills, my online sales really started to skyrocket. This past year in the summer, I did lose my marketing assistant, so unfortunately we had a little bit of drop, but every year can't be an increase. I understand that. So just wanted to show you the path of growth that I've seen. And of course, everyone is going to differ based on how much time and effort and how well they know what they're doing. It's all gonna make a difference in your own results. So I will say a disclaimer that they may not be typical results, but I do want to show you how powerful it can be and how it can grow over time. So be consistent and don't give up on that. Another trend that is very interesting for me this year is that holiday shopping. So I looked like over the past 2 weeks, and my website is outdoing my store. That would be 481 average per day online on my website, 429 per day average at my store. So interesting facts here. So my website is only doing about 10 transactions a day, where the store is at 19. An average order online of $53, where my face-to-face customer, the average order is only 24. So what does that tell me? That tells me that customers are going more and more online. So we can continue to see that trend going up. And unfortunately, I do think we're going to continue to see the retail trend going down. The exciting thing is that my online sales are that high. The kind of negative side to it is that my store sales are less than that, and there's so much more overhead. We have rent, we have payroll, we have inventory, we have supplies and advertising. There's just so much more than what it costs to do my website. So keep that in mind. That's why I encourage you to do both, so that if one is succeeding and the other one's kind of struggling, they can balance each other out, and you can make decisions based on the trends of your business. So this is at my store. Over the last, since November 1st, our sales by product type are first makeup, then bath and body, then skincare, and then fragrance. So makeup is the biggest seller in my store, making up 27% of our retail sales. Just some quick basic ideas for promoting your website. You're already purchasing your brochure and handing it over to someone. Be sure you're sharing your website on there as well. Let them know that there's free shipping on $40 orders, and that they can use the code WELCOME10 to get 10% off any size order. Every email address can only use that one time. Start building an email, text, and a mailing list if you haven't already. I can't say how important that is. You can't just go and do like one-off sales here and there and not build valuable customers, because that's not going to be sustainable. So you really want to get their contact information, start marketing to them and servicing them. We want to give samples. We want to find ways to get our products out there, because one of our biggest competitive advantages is the quality of our products, and our customers are not going to know that unless they have some to try. So if there's not samples available through Avon, be creative and figure out how you can buy the full-size bottle and make up little samples for your customers. Instead of trying to promote everything out of the book, maybe you want to pick one product or 3 to 5 products to really focus in on during a campaign. So then you also want to establish your email and text marketing plan. Right now, if you add a customer to your web office address book, they're going to get emails from Avon that will be linked to your website, so that if someone clicks through, they'll get to your website and you'll get credit for that. So one of the most important things is to build your email web office address book and be marketing to them until they make a purchase. And I do my own email marketing. There isn't a way to turn off Avon's anymore, except if you go into each contact's individual preferences. Post consistently on social media. Make sure that you're going into Avon Social for ideas. Use your customer orders and your customer online orders to see what are they buying. Chances are that it's a good value or a great highlighted product for the campaign, and others might also be interested in that item. Analyze your traffic sources to figure out where it's best to spend your time. So there is also not an option to see our stats on our Avon online store. What you can do to substitute that is to look at your blog or your social media stats to see where your audience is coming from, what they're finding interesting, what are they engaging in, and that's how you can continue to provide content that's interesting. And then on each web page, each product page, you'll see social sharing icons down here. It's very important that you use these share buttons instead of using like the Pin It browser extension. I did that the other day, and I found that when you pin it using that installation, it does not bring it back to your individual site. So you want to make sure that you use these share buttons right here, because that does have your representative code in there and it will go to your website. Whenever sharing a link, you want to make sure that it either says rep ID equals and then your code, or it has your account number in the link. That's how you can ensure that it is going back to your website. You don't want to go through and pin a bunch of stuff and then find out that it's not linked to your site. Share your blog links if you are blogging, and share links from your Avon website. So you can copy the URL. Make sure that it fully loads so that it has that rep ID equals minus E Segrin. So you'll see when you go to pages right away, it doesn't have it, but if you give it a second, then it will load. And that's how you want to share it so it gets tracked back to your site. Again, visiting Avon Social, you can hop on those calls for training. They're also available in Avon University, specific to social media marketing and other online marketing. And then be sure to follow Avon on all the different social media sites for even more ideas. All right, happy holidays. I hope you found this interesting, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.